Hi everyone, Adam with etrailer.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at the eTrailer Cargo Carrier. This is going to be a true 24x60 inside diameter cargo carrier that's going to be able to fit in all 2-inch shanks. So we are going to have a weight capacity of 500 pounds. So it's going to be pretty difficult to kind of overload this thing, but always just make sure that you don't do so. It is going to be a steel design. That's what gives it that heavy weight capacity. It's going to have a nice powder coated finish as well. And it's going to look good and resist rust and corrosion. So there is a couple orientations we can have with this cargo carrier. The one you see here is going to add about 42 3/4 inches to the back of our Subaru here to the very farthest point out. But we can actually put this up into the upright orientation, but there's a third orientation as well, and that's a tilting feature. We just got to pull these two pins. And this isn't really going to do a whole lot for our Subaru because we don't have a big hatch door, but if you have a real tall stack of goodies on the back of this cargo carrier, it might actually help us to gain complete hatch access. And to put it back up into place, all you really got to do is just lift it up and replace your pins. But we can also actually put this up towards our vehicle here. And you just remove these and it'll just rotate up like so. And this is going to be great whenever you're not using it, but you don't feel like taking it out of your hitch. So if you have a little bit of room to work with in your garage at home, it's definitely going to be able to cut down on that length quite a bit. So you just got to replace your pins here. Done deal. And it is going to break down that length quite a bit. From our bumper to the very farthest part here, it's only going to be about 17.5 inches. And there are a bunch of different things we can actually add to this cargo carrier to make it yours. We do have brake light kits, and there even is a license plate kit as well that we can put on the back here. If you have a bunch of stuff on the cargo carrier, you're not going to be able to see your back plates. If you're traveling, you don't want to deal with getting pulled over and it ruining your trip. So grabbing one of those license plate holders, I think, is probably a great idea. There's a couple of cool things that come with it, one of which is the anti-rattle bolt down low. Basically, it's going to take most of that shake and play out of your hitch. We have a little bit of movement this way, but not really. And honestly, we're not going to have any contact with the back hatch of our Subaru. But just so you guys know, it's about 8 inches from our back hatch. But other than that, it does weigh in around 48 pounds. And there is a hitch alignment tool. So with those heavier goods that you put into your hitch with the anti-rattle bolt, you have to get that circle perfectly lined up. And with the tool, basically what it does is it goes around that shank. So every single time you put it in, it's going to stop it right at that perfect point. So you don't have to stick your fingers in the hole and maybe possibly hurt your fingers. But other than that, there is a lot of good benefits that come with a cargo carrier, and this one definitely hits all of those. But other than that, that's just about it for our look at the eTrailer Cargo Carrier on our 2019 Subaru Crosstrek.
Here on our test course, we'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action. This simulates turning corners or evasively maneuvering. Once we get to the full speed bumps, we'll see the up and down action. This will be just like driving in and out of a parking lot, parking garage, or driveway. Once we get to the alternating speed bumps, we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or pothole or driving over uneven pavement.